This is lesson 13.1, theoretical probability of simple events. So in module 12, we were looking at just finding the probability of just drawing one specific letter. If we had some cards, or like what was the probability of rolling a 4 if we had a dice. But we both know that life is more complicated than that, and so is probability. So in the module 13, we're just going to be learning some situations where we can have maybe more than one thing happen, or just get into a little bit more of a complicated probability situation. Don't worry, it's not really any more difficult, it's just more things are happening. So let's look at some problems. You roll a 6-sided die one time. What is the probability of rolling a 5 or a 7? Well, you can see up here that I have all of the numbers listed out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we want to find the probability of 5 or 7. Well, there's one 5 right here, but there's not ever going to be a 7 on a 6-sided dice. So there's one 5, that's where I got the 1, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total options that could have happened. 1 out of 6 would be the probability of rolling a 5 or a 7. Let's look at another situation here. So we randomly draw once from this deck of cards, and here's all of the cards listed. What is the probability of drawing a G or a C? Well, you can see that I circled all the G's and the C's. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, 4 that have either G or C on them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total cards. So the probability of getting a G or a C is 4 out of 9. You randomly pull a lollipop from a bag of lollipops. The bag has 2 red lollipops, 3 blue lollipops, and 4 speckled lollipops. What is the probability of drawing a blue or a red lollipop? So again, probability of blue or red, and I'm just going to look over at that. So okay, blue is 3, red is 2, that's 5 out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total lollipops. So 5 out of 9. Okay, so now we're going to just maybe change gears a little bit and talk about something called sample space. And that's the set of all possible outcomes. So like anything that could happen is the sample space. When we look here with the cards, these are all of the possible outcomes that could happen when I pick a card, like all the different types of cards. Or when I roll my dice, here's all of the things that could happen when I roll my dice. So with the sample space, we're going to show this as a list, a table, or a tree. And we're going to focus on the tables and the trees in 13.2. But for right now, just looking at the list, and this is super, super easy. So there are 3 gray marbles, 3 white marbles, 10 black marbles, 4 brown marbles in a bag. Juan draws 1 marble out of the bag. Which answer lists the sample space for his experiment? Now, here's all of my choices, and you can see that they don't have numbers by them. I don't need to say, okay, well, there's 3 gray marbles. I need to make sure that I've got them all accounted for. I just need to make sure that I'm listing all of the different types. So that's gray and white and black and brown. And that's how we know that this second answer choice is our sample space. So like I said, in the next module, we'll talk about the list and the table and the tree, excuse me. But for right now, this is just the end of module 13, or lesson 13.1.